Honorable Speaker and honorable members of the Legislative Assembly, it gives me great pleasure to address the 9th session of the 8th Legislative Assembly. This session would be largely concerned with the budget for 2022-23. I am confident that the House will conduct its session with a deep sense of responsibility and purpose, and that the reputation and dignity of the House will be maintained. I also take this opportunity to convey my greetings to all the people of Mizoram. Despite the COVID-19 pandemic, I am confident that Mizoram will continue its steady march on the path of prosperity. We are living in times of high expectations from the elected representatives and the governmental machinery. We therefore need to strive for an augmented growth for the state while ensuring that this growth is inclusive. I am proud to state that by-election to Turial Assembly constituency was successfully conducted on 30th October 2021. I congratulate the successful candidate Sri K. Lal Dong Liana and welcome him to this august House. Special summary revision of electoral rolls for assembly constituencies with reference to 1st January 2022 as qualifying date was successfully completed by the election department. The total number of voters enrolled is 8,33,426 voters. During 2021-22, the 8th session of the Mizoram Legislative Assembly was summoned and prorogued twice, in which 8 proposals were submitted for introduction and laying in the Assembly session. The Parliamentary Affairs Department also disbursed 71.38 lakh rupees for pensions to ex-MDC MRC. Swearing in of the third board of councillors, comprising 19 elected councillors under the Aizawl Municipal Corporation, was held on 1st March 2021. The AMC has been tirelessly handling collection and disposal of COVID-19 waste from community, quarantine facilities and COVID care centers. During 2021-22, 2.5 lakh rupees was released to each councillor as COVID-19 relief fund. The Council of Ministers approved creation of Lunglei Municipal Council, which was duly notified on 22nd November 2021. It is a matter for satisfaction that my government has been able to earn the support of the central government and various agencies. New projects will be launched with their liberal financial assistance. Notably, in the recent union budget, Mizoram has been allocated 500 crore rupees for construction of Aizawl bypass on the western side and 100 crore rupees for the pilot project for the construction of bamboo link roads. I am proud to highlight the various achievements of my government. In 2021-22, out of the budget provision of 200 crores for the implementation of the state's flagship policy, the Socio-Economic Development Policy (SEDP), 83.239 crore had been allocated to various departments. Under the Entrepreneurship Development Scheme, seed funding is provided each year to promising startups. In the earlier phase of the COVID-19 pandemic, there was a shortage of personal preventive equipment, PPE. To address this, the Entrepreneurship Development Center organized the EDC PPE Innovation Challenge to provide local solutions. I invite the attention of this August Assembly to witness my government's commitment to provide efficient and accountable administration, maintaining peace, securing the safety of all the citizens, and development in all fields have always been top priorities of my government. I congratulate our law enforcing agencies supported by NGOs, religious institutions, media, and the general public in maintaining our status as one of the most peaceful states. Construction of various buildings, barracks at Mizoram, Assam border has been undertaken under SEDP with 82.99 lakhs of rupees. Establishment of company headquarters at Warengte under SEDP for 2.23 crore rupees, and construction of various buildings at Mizoram, Assam border under SEDP for 2.19 crore were also approved. Government of Mizoram has allotted land for construction of SP Kausal and SP Sentual offices. The Mizoram police seized large quantities of illicit drugs and narcotic substances worth 51.83 crores. The cumulative amount of imposition of fines for violation of COVID rules is 2.49 crore. With 39 lakh rupees received under Nirbhaya Fund scheme, women help desks have been set up in 39 police stations. 1.08 crore rupees was received under the same scheme for strengthening and setting up of new anti-human trafficking units. In accordance with the Honorable Supreme Court of India, instructions to install CCTV at all police stations and outposts, the state government released 2 crore rupees as first installment, and additional allocation of 3.93 crore was also received. Champai Judicial District was created, comprising the existing administrative districts of Champai and Kanwal. Construction of judicial quarters at Saibu at 1.96 crore and fast-track court building and quarters in Kolasib with 34.38 crores are nearing completion. Also, the new alternate dispute resolution center was also inaugurated. Mizoram Public Works Department has achieved considerable progress despite the pandemic. Certain projects constructed with World Bank Fund and Asian Development Bank were completed. PWD is maintaining about 2,250 buildings and have 57 ongoing constructions. Construction of 25 buildings was completed during the current year. Mizoram PWD is currently maintaining 135 bridges and has completed construction of 7 new bridges. The department has also taken up PMGSY schemes, and during the last year, 14 habitations were connected and 210 kilometers of road length completed. Other sources of fund such as NABARD, NEC, CRIF and SEDP were also utilized. Under Jal Jeevan Mission, 61,850 rural households and 209 villages have been fully covered by the Public Health Engineering Department. The department has also recorded 1.09 lakh houses water connection under urban areas. Alternative gravity water supply scheme of Aizol is being executed under NESIDS. 13 water supply schemes under NABARD and 3 projects under Amrut are taken up. During 2021, Power and Electricity Department completed 2 projects at an estimated cost of 16.9 crore and 7.95 crores from funding under SCDP. 4 new projects under special assistance to state for capital expenditure are being taken up, as well as 1 project each under donor and NABARD. With the objective of providing better health care, emphasis has been laid on health infrastructure development. Under NABARD RIDF 25, construction amounting to 20.03 crore is in progress. Various other constructions amounting to 1.1 crore are also in progress. There has been no death in Mizoram due to dengue till now. Mizoram envisages a TB-free state by 2025 in alignment with the targets of Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. The Mizoram Medical College acquired new oxygen plants from Ministry of Defence under PM CARES. ZMC has been functioning as dedicated COVID-19 hospital since March 2020. VRDL lab has been established and a new genomic sequencing facility has been installed. The government of Mizoram has allocated 450 lakhs and 300 lakh for construction of trauma center at Civil Hospital, Aizawl and Lungli respectively. During the current financial year, Ministry of Rural Development released an amount of 358 crore under the Mahatma Gandhi Narega scheme. 18,722 works were taken up, of which 15,159 have been completed. 2,08,652 households have been issued job cards and all were provided employment. The state received 3.98 crores as critical gap funding under Shyam Prasad Mukherjee Urban Mission, under which various projects were taken up. Mizoram State Rural Livelihood Mission mobilized 14,436 households into 1,029 self-help groups. Community fund up to 4.26 crore was provided to SHGCs and village organizations. Under farm livelihood intervention, 47 new villages covering 3,600 new Mahila Kisans were entered and 4,144 nutritional gardens were set up. My government continues to attach great importance to the protection of our forest wealth and our pristine environment. The Department of Environment, Forests and Climate Change has been avidly implementing various schemes. During 2021-22, an amount of 29.85 crore has been received under Green India Mission. 513 lakh has been received under National Afforestation Program. Government of India had launched Forest Fire Prevention and Management Scheme, which has been implemented in the state. 87.19 lakh rupees has been released for implementation of the scheme. Main activities taken up by the Agriculture Department under the Rain-Fed Area Development Scheme were livestock-based farming system, fishery-based farming system, horticulture-based farming system, agroforestry-based farming system, and apiculture. Under National Mission on Sustainable Agriculture, fund for establishing 2 new soil testing laboratories was received. Oil palm is being successfully cultivated in 7 districts involving 10,843 farmers from 197 villages. The total oil palm FFBs sold to the partner organizations till October 2021 is about 38,821 metric tons. 2 units of oil palm seed gardens were coming up at Mamit district in association with ICAR DOPR Pedavegi, Andhra Pradesh. Establishment of biological control laboratory at Lingpui is also being taken up at a cost of 273 lakhs. My government realizes the huge potential in horticulture sector. During 2021, more than 597 lakh was earned from off-season tomato. Off-season cabbage garnered an income of 262 lakh rupees. From four varieties of watermelon have been successfully cultivated in 3 districts. The annual income of the farmer is estimated to be around 85 lakhs. Cluster expansion of dragon fruit cultivation has been implemented and dragon fruit farmers earned an income of 630 lakh rupees. During COVID second wave, the horticulture department continued its vegetable and fruit supply chain through which farmers earned an income of 3.53 crore rupees. During 2021-22, 943 lakh rupees has been received by the Animal Husbandry and Veterinary Department under National Livestock Mission. Under NABARD, construction of 4 district hospitals were completed. Also, construction of hatchery building at Lunglei with project cost of 519 lakh rupees was completed. With 212 lakh rupees under RKVY, extension and renovation of 3 new district veterinary hospitals and backyard poultry and piggery farming in all districts were taken up. The African swine fever claimed the lives of 29,821 pigs and 10,381 pigs had to be culled. Compensation for culled pigs amounting to 11.69 crores was submitted to Government of India. The COVID-19 pandemic adversely affected the fisheries sector, leading to 38% decline in fish production. During 2021, Government of India approved 33.81 crore rupees for Mizoram under Pradhan Mantri Matsya Sampada Yojana. However, the pandemic delayed the release of funds. Only 50% of the central share, that is 986 lakh rupees as first installment, has been released. The Department of Food, Civil Supplies and Consumer Affairs caters to 2,79,679 households under the public distribution system. Monsoon stocking of 2,04,291 quintals of rice to last an average of 5 months for identified villages has been successfully completed at 91 strategic centers. Government of Mizoram is also implementing the centrally sponsored pilot scheme on fortification of rice and its distribution under public distribution system in all the districts among the beneficiaries of midday meal scheme and ICDS. Under project based support for economic development and income enhancement, the local administration department has taken up handloom design and training cum production center at Thenjawal at 35.68 crores. The department is also carrying out on construction of 151 new panchayat bhavans, repair of 145 panchayat bhavans and co-location of 10 community service centers. The government realizes that development of urban areas is critical and is focusing on 5 thrust areas, namely water supply, sewerage and septage management, drainage, urban transport, and green spaces and parks. Due to the efforts of the Urban Development and Poverty Alleviation Department, Mizoram ranks 8th in the national state ranking in Amrut portal. All towns have achieved open defecation-free status under the Swachh Bharat Mission Urban. Setting up of septage management unit at Aizawl amounting to 3.61 crores has been completed. During April-December 2021, the Land Revenue and Settlement Department collected revenue, that is the non-tax, amounting to 113 lakhs. Revenue tax amounting to 671 lakhs and registration fee and stamp duty amounting to 11.78 crores are being collected. During last year, functioning of settlement officers at 3 new districts was started. My government stands committed to improve the quality of education with the continuous efforts of School Education Department. Last year, under SEDP scheme, 157 high school teachers were engaged for a period of 10 months. Adult education and Padhna Likhna Abhiyan is being carried out in 4 districts, and as many as 22,800 illiterate adults are estimated to have been made literate. Total literacy drive is also being carried out intensively in 3 districts. Although the COVID-19 pandemic disrupted the education process, institutions and teachers quickly adopted online classes and ensured that there was no break. Many government schools have been dedicated as COVID care centers, and teachers have contributed exhaustively. My government continues to strive for higher quality of higher and technical education in the state. 20 out of the 21 government colleges have undergone assessment under National Assessment and Accreditation Council (NAC). Government Sechip College obtained A grade accreditation during last December. The department generated revenue to the tune of 2.09 crores. Land for establishment of Mizoram University Southern Campus in Lungli has been acquired. The Social Welfare and Tribal Affairs Department has been implementing the National Action Plan for Drug Demand Reduction Program. The Nasha Mukti Bharat campaign on Drug Free India campaign is also being implemented in 3 districts. 773 lakh rupees has been sanctioned by the Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment for the establishment of 1,000 bedded Jordan Center. Under the Women and Child Development Department, Mahila Shakti Kendra or district level center for women has been set up in 8 districts. One-stop centers have also been functional in various districts to aid women affected by violence. Under Ujjwala scheme, victims of human trafficking are provided with various assistances and trainings. Due to COVID-19 pandemic, Anganwadi centers have not been opened for early childhood care and education, but YouTube videos are made for children for all-round development. During lockdowns, supplementary nutrition has been regularly distributed every week. Various infrastructure projects under the Sports and Youth Service Department were completed and inaugurated, including laying of football turfs, open gyms, multi-purpose sports complex and mini sports complex at various locations. The Ministry of Minority Affairs under PMJVK sanctioned 84.10 crore as first installment for establishing 3 community service centers, laying of 2 Astro football turfs, establishing 2 district sports complexes and 4 girls hostels, construction of 28 volleyball and basketball courts each, and laying of 1 synthetic hockey turf. Ministry of Youth Affairs and Sports has also conveyed approval for opening of 2 Khelo India centers in Kolasip district for hockey and football. The Information and Communication Technology Department has taken up establishment of smart classroom in minority areas and under Pradhan Mantri Jana Vikas Karikramam in 20 schools. ICT department is in the process of establishing incubation infrastructure center in Aizawl with financial assistance of NEC. Under Ministry of Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises, Commerce and Industries Department has been implementing development of industrial estate at 2 locations at the cost of 9.82 crore and 9.72 crores respectively. The department has taken up development projects under SEDP for 260 lakhs. NEC has also sanctioned 733 lakh for various construction related to handloom and handicrafts. Revenue collected by Transport Department up to December 2021 is 23.52 crore rupees. District transport office buildings at Seha and Longtloy were inaugurated. MOU was signed between Ministry of Road Transport and Highways and Mizoram Transport Department for setting up of monitoring center for public service vehicles as per AIS 140 standard under Nirbhaya framework. Government of India and state government have already released 549 lakh rupees and 69 lakh rupees as first installment respectively. The Ministry of Shipping has approved 22.92 crores for the development of inland water transport project. Proposal to conduct hydrographic survey and techno-economic feasibility study for the development of inland water transport was also accepted. The Department of Art and Culture has remained pivotal in the preservation, promotion and conservation of heritage and cultural values. More than 1.5 lakh documents at Mizoram State Archives have been digitized. Digitization of important books were also carried out by Mizoram State Library under Smart City program. Despite the pandemic, Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav programs were organized. First installment of 4.13 crore was received for construction of regional museum at Lunglei, and state matching share of 91 lakh rupees was also sanctioned. Final installment of 7.45 lakh was received from NEC for ongoing Lai Cultural Center cum auditorium at Longthalai. The Tourism Department has been focusing on post-COVID strategy for revival of tourism by framing policies, rules and guidelines, and also by undertaking massive skill development programs. Ministry of Tourism accorded sanction of 39.94 crores for development of convention center and associated infrastructure at Aizawl. Anthurium Festival 2021 and Winter Festival 2021 were celebrated. The Excise and Narcotics Department is making all-out efforts to control the menace of drugs. 2,112 persons were arrested and 2,326 cases registered under various laws. the department collected revenue amounting to 81.45 lakh of rupees. The Disaster Management and Rehabilitation Department and the Young Mizo Association have over the years worked closely in times of crisis and have collaborated for trainings and workshops several times. I commend the YMA for invariably being the first responder in cases of any disaster or incident that occurs in a locality. The General Administration Department and the Secretariat Administration Department were amalgamated, and SAD is now designated as Secretariat Administrative Wing. Multi-level car parking at Mineko was inaugurated. Under GAD, Aviation Wing, improvement and upgradation of Lingpui Airport is currently underway with funding from Special Assistance to States for Capital Expenditure and NESTDS organizations. New flight service to Shillong, Agartala, Guwahati and New Delhi has been introduced. Helicopter services has also been increased. The Ministry of Minority Affairs released 693 lakh rupees to the District Council and Minority Affairs Department for setting up of IT skill development and training centers. Grant in aid were released in the 3 autonomous district councils. The Mizoram State and District Legal Services authorities conducted legal awareness campaigns covering all the districts, and free medical camps were also organized. Regular Lok Adalat, E-Lok Adalat, Mobile Lok Adalat and National Lok Adalats were also conducted. The Mizoram Lokayukta was allocated 194 lakh rupees and an additional of 2 lakh rupees. During 2021 and 22, 8 new complaint cases from Anti-Corruption Bureau were received and replies to all queries furnished. The Department of Geology and Mineral Resources has been engaged in subsoil investigations for super speciality cancer and research center at Aizawl. 20 sites of landslide inspection and 6 numbers of geotechnical investigations were conducted. Revenue collected through royalty from minor mineral investigation and petroleum license fee is about 3.44 crores. The Information and Public Relations Department continues to be in the front line in the fight against COVID-19 pandemic. More than 80% of construction work of NEC funded multi-facility center has been completed. The department will be celebrating its golden jubilee this year. My government has continuously promoted the cooperative sector. Currently, there are 1,306 registered cooperative societies. There are 2 cooperative banks that provide accessible banking services and loans to the people. The Directorate of Institutional Finance and State Lottery deals with the coordination between the banks and the government. The total collection of revenue from lottery is about 340 lakh rupees till December 2021. Total revenue collected by Legal Metrology Department was about 5.82 lakh of rupees. 29 traders were booked under various laws. Revenue collection achieved by the Taxation Department up to December 2021 is 611 crore. Printing and Stationery Department collected revenue amounting to 163 lakhs from printing works, and revenue from sale of stationery items stood at 36 lakh rupees. The Mizoram Subordinates Services Selection Board has conducted free and fair direct recruitment as well as departmental examinations. Honorable members, I have presented a summary of my government's achievements policies, and programs. There are but brief highlights. These are all brief highlights which will be presented in greater detail in the course of your deliberations. And I hope that all of you will actively participate in the deliberations in order to build a better future for Mizoram. Administrative reforms, good governance, development of IT infrastructure for e-governance, as well as development of financial reforms will continue to receive highest priority. I am confident that your collective endeavor and wisdom will provide prosperity for Mizoram. In conclusion, I once again convey my heartiest felicitations to you and to the people of Mizoram, and I wish your deliberations very success. Kalame, Jai Hind.